Hey man, say man, it's your boy Dez or rather Larry Bird Stories that prove he's the best trash talker. Now you're watching my reaction of his reaction. You get two sides of personalities, maybe a Larry Bird fan and a non-Larry Bird fan. Shout out to Huncho Houdini for the video. But we already understood Larry Bird was a trash talker from the mixtape, and this is a Larry Bird trash talking mixtape. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment down below more NBA video suggestions.
Yo, how y'all doing, man? I'm back and I'm ready to react. If you are new, I go by Huncho Houdini. You could call me Houdini for short. It's nice to meet you. Hope your day is going good. Hope your day is going well. And yeah,
hope y'all day is going well as well.
Back with some more Larry Bird, man. That last video, it's crazy. I recorded that last video like last year, towards the end of last year, and I didn't think it was going.
I love that we're learning a lot about Larry Bird we haven't seen before.
Reacting to Larry Bird, man. So
it seems like he's overrated but underrated at the same time.
Suggestions. I got a whole list of reactions to get into with Larry Bird. But right now we got the Larry Bird stories that prove he's the best trash talker. And yeah, I know I was yapping.
And he's the coldest white boy to ever play in the NBA. Other than Jason Williams, aka White Chocolate.
You know, I missed a lot. So yeah,
we've been saying this.
But yeah, let's get into it, man. And also, y'all suggested like some other players. Like I seen Magic Johnson, and I seen like his video was suggested at the end of that Larry Bird video. So should I do a Magic Johnson video before I dive into all these Larry Bird videos, or should I just do Larry Bird first and then?
You should do however you want to. There was a rivalry. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird used to go at it, but they always showed good sportsmanship.
Was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball, and a lot of people.
He's the best Boston Celtics player I've ever seen.
Bird used to tell me, "Look here, man, you supposed to be a great defender, right? And I'm gonna make sure I tell you where."
If Charles Barkley's calling you a trash talker, he was, because he trash talks on the radio and on the host show.
He's nuts.
Man, Dominique, man, I need to hear from you, man, because he was mixing you in that one highlight, man. I got to hear from Dominique, man.
Shoot this jumper in your face right there in that cone, and it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open.
What?
Exactly what if he tell you gonna hit a shot to a certain place, he gonna do just that.
And he said he felt disrespected if you put a black guy against him. Now that's trash talk to a whole nother level.
Each step I took, I was able to look more than the other guys. I had a green light.
And I'm not the type to make everything about race. This is about basketball.
Especially when I was a junior, senior high school, that probably the outcome of the game is going to depend on me.
Well, yeah, I interviewed Gary Payton.
Can you imagine if they had Lynn Bias? The Boston Celtics would have been a dynasty.
The most vicious trash talker he's ever encountered, he's the Larry Bird.
Oh, no question.
Bird talk shit like
NBA legends inducted to the Hall of Fame say he's the best trash talker they ever seen.
I had interviews but Larry Bird, I thought Vlad was just like hip hop interviews. That's crazy.
Kevin Garnett, in my opinion.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, "Look here, man, I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open."
Ooh.
All that shit.
He told me, "Young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. You supposed to be a great defender." Right?
He must have been a rookie telling veterans this.
And I was like, "Man, come on now, you're not gonna shoot the ball." So he said,
he would tell him where he's shooting the ball at. That's a whole nother level of confidence.
That corner right there, you see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm gonna give you something, and it's gonna be this jumper. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him. And he said, "Young fella, what did I tell you? I was around, raised
up, turn around. You could call it a fadeaway jump shot."
I said, "Shit, I ain't gonna mess
he
with
had
you
it there.
No more." He's the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah, shit, man. He'll give it to
so is Gary Payton put him in a good conversation?
Bird was cold.
Bird didn't talk trash to you.
Oh my God, Bird talk trash to everybody. I always tell the story about Larry Bird. I remember.
That's crazy. I didn't think I knew like a lot of players talk trash, but I didn't think he talked like the way they saying. They said like he was talking crazy. That's crazy. Dang. And Gary Payton, he like a really good defender. Like they call
and he backed it up.
So that's crazy.
I remember him. He was cursing under his breath, and I asked him, I said, "Larry, what's going on with you?" He says,
"Not only he's not nervous to play basketball, but he's not nervous to trash talk."
That's being disrespectful to me. And I says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You guys are putting a white guy on me." Disrespectful. I just started
He felt the same way he felt about that way.
He says, "It's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me."
Larry said, "I'm insulted that they would put a sorry dude like you on me." He said, "No, I don't even want to play no more." He would drop the ball and take a turnover. And I was looking at this guy like,
"Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's just disrespectful."
That's disrespectful. He said he dropped the ball and said, "Nah, I don't even want you to guard me. Y'all can have the ball." That's tough.
You know?
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley, a white guy, a really good defender, right?
John Hansley.
They put him on Larry, and
I would love to see his mixtape.
ass out. And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach,
However, an NBA legend talks about you is how everybody's gonna perceive you.
get him off me. That's disrespectful. Put a black guy on me. Because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, I had to torture
That's
his
how he
ass
became
so
better.
they
And he must have been practicing.
Like shooting the balls, every shot was going in. Right? It runs by Frank.
Baseline jump shot?
Guy in the league. And Frank is
I've seen Kobe Bryant do that before.
Hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Along with Steve
They're
Jones
admitting
and
they
Rick
can't
Barry,
guard
this is Bob
somebody?
Neal just moments before the American Airlines Sheraton long-distance shootout.
The All-Star game is in Dallas. The first three-point
That's
contest.
letting them know
he
your
just starts
weakness.
looking at guys. Doesn't say a word, and people
Okay, I think I heard about this story because I feel like they bring this story up every time when I watch like the All-Star game, like the 3-point shootout. They bring up this Larry Bird story, so I think I know this story.
are getting kind of.
I know this Larry Bird story where he was doing a 3-point competition and he was doing it to see who was gonna come in second.
Everybody's sitting there. Everybody's real quiet. You knew the guys, but you never were around.
Yeah.
And nobody's really saying anything. So I walk in and look around, and then he finally speaks and says, "I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second."
And says, "I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this."
Excuse me?
Did you really say that? Who's
He's
playing for second?
mysterious. You would have never knew that was gonna happen. You don't even see him anymore.
What were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys?
I know going
We
in.
saw him in the NBA 75.
There's no way in hell I was going to win that 3-point contest. So I knew right then I had to win.
That chick's had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing. I've been practicing, and my teammates said I wasn't going to win it, but I came
It's just so sad to see though. If he never got injured,
back and lucked out,
he
really.
could have been a top
Bird
5
would
player.
luck out again the next year, but in 1988,
So who? I wonder who was in that 3-point contest. I'm gonna probably look that up.
it looked like his luck had finally run out.
Had to be no competition. He was ever in that 3-point competition.
Remaining has only 7, has to be 15. That's 8, make it 9.
Hold on, but I'm cook. Hold on.
10
but
in
I'm
a
cook.
row?
11 as we're counting.
That's what Stephen Curry was doing.
Huge rack that time for Bird.
You even got Michael Jordan
Here
memorized.
quickly, 14. This is a tie for the money.
He has a lot of great things to say about
He
it.
knew it was going in too.
He knew exactly what the score was. He knew that ball was going to win the competition for him, and it's almost like he did it in dramatic fashion just to make it more fun.
He knew it when he let it go and was headed for the
So he's good at playing under pressure? He was dramatic making the jump shots?
He took off his top yet.
I wouldn't risk it.
He took off his top.
Larry used to come in the locker rooms. He'd be getting his ankles taped, and he'd say, hey, ball boy, run in and go find the scoring record in this building. He needed those kind of challenges.
He had accomplished every goal. We hadn't lost a game on the trip. And Larry told all of us players and the media too, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip.
He loves the
I'm
challenge.
gonna play this with left-handed at least through 3 quarters.
It was at a time when McHale was still coming off the bench.
And so Larry scores his 6th point on a left.
It's crazy when he got injured, he never came off the bench either.
And Mikhail goes, "Hey Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right
So they have nothing in common.
And at the end of 3 quarters, and then get 27 points left.
Of his teammate they was talking about.
And at the end of 3 quarters, and then get 27 points left.
Was he ambidextrous or something like? Because that's crazy if he wasn't. Like, that's crazy.
That means he can play with both
Well,
hands.
left hand is one thing, but when the game got close, I had to go
His
back
jump
to the
shot
right
was
one.
with his left hand though.
He pulled all these things in his head during the game. So he'd have a shooting drill at the old Boston
That's
Garden.
even crazier to think about.
I was an early guy. I'd set up early. The garden would be dark.
Late in the afternoon by himself, dark garden, come out with an equipment guy and just do the perimeter, shoot for half hour. All you heard was swishing.
If he missed a shot during that thing, he'd say that the Bull Gang set up something wrong with the rim.
It's crazy who would
Otherwise,
miss a
I'd
shot
never
during
done
practice,
it.
but not in the actual
Plug in
game.
my Stone Age computer right next to the bench. He'd come over, he called me Scoop, he said, "Scoop, what are you working on?" I'm like, "I'm doing an early story."
Then I'd say, well, I'm doing an early edition newspaper story about your free throw streak.
You are approximating the NBA record for consecutive free
had a
throws,
free
so
throw
don't
streak?
miss one tonight or I'll look
I didn't
bad
even know
in
that
the
was a
paper.
thing.
Sure enough, first half, he goes to the line for 2, and the foul line is lined up right where we're sitting if he looks over.
He's at the line. He makes the first.
He looks over and winks at me.
He looks over and winks at me before he makes the second. I mean, guys don't do that today.
He looks over and winks at him.
This
winks at
paper right here. That's on. I think I noticed some Celtics. I think some Celtics players had that on their tape still. What is that? So I feel like I've seen that.
I think that's a
I see that
microphone.
now, like
The
the tape over the
trash
shoulder
talking?
on the. Like, dang.
At me.
He looks over and winks at me before he makes the second. I mean, guys don't do that today.
Is that like honoring something?
He would
Always thinking about these things. It's like paying off a bet in the middle of a game.
And he's
doing
blowing
two things
kisses.
at once.
Well, you had the bird night.
I've never seen him have a celebration though, as a trash talking
night,
time.
man.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up to court, calling his shots.
See, I'm learning. Doc Rivers was a
game,
player.
We're on the free throw line, and
He's
he's
a
like,
coach. He has something
literally
to say about
says,
Steve Kerr was a player and a coach.
Where do you want this one from? And he just made one after another. And
Can you imagine
he just
Phil Jackson as a player?
He tortured all of them.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. Yeah.
His last shot, he said.
How much do they put into training though?
Coming down the court. He shot.
So I know it's free, but like, what makes them want to keep pushing forward even more?
His high
So I know he
rainbow,
won some championships.
It goes in. Ricky bumps into.
Nah, that's crazy. Look at dude. Hold on. Look at dude right here, man. That's crazy. he made it jumped out his seat, man.
He shot this high rainbow.
He had them
It
flabbergasted.
goes in. Ricky bumps into him and he knocks him on our trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said. It was
Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston
How
got
did he not
fined
get
by
arrested
Martello,
either?
I think,
And Eddie Johnson.
It's like a
for
lot of
celebrating.
questions.
celebrating Bird.
Oh, they fine
It was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it
it's
was
so
it
good.
was the greatest film session ever because back then, you watched the real game and just went, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times.
Damn.
And they show a shot of our bench.
Caught him in 4K, man.
And Eddie Johnson are standing up giving each other high five.
I mean,
watching
everybody was
with 4K.
entertained by this. Even the guys on the Atlanta
They
bench.
got fined for that, I heard. Yeah.
Watch the reactions on the
Dang,
Atlanta
Dominique.
bench.
Dang. Do something.
Yeah, watch Cliff Livingston over here. I think this is Cliff.
Ooh.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. It just kept rewinding. Showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody
I love that he's showing good sportsmanship even though if they lose.
falls off the bench
Yeah, that
too.
was Eddie
Because you could trash
Johnson.
talk
Eddie
too
Johnson
and
goes
lose.
Off the bench and laughter.
Can't forget that.
Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other a high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. Yeah, and so it was a bad night.
The first game against Larry Bird, it was shocking. And I'm a rookie, I go shake his hand, and he
you
put
was
both
a
hands
rookie.
behind his back.
Tough.
And I'm saying, okay.
He was a
Get his
rookie,
head ready to play.
and he's
First play
playing
game,
like a
he says,
veteran.
I don't know where they got you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots a three. I was
He looked
pissed.
old for a younger age though.
I said, I wasn't mad he hit the
Dang.
three. But did this some bitch just called me Holmes?
Just imagine like, your rookie year, you trying to prove yourself, and you gotta guard Larry Bird. Tough. Tough.
No.
Imagine how they
So
feel
it set
playing
up
against
for a
him in
really,
his rookie year.
interesting game. Because I remember one time I came down and I dunked it on him. He landed on the ground. He fouled me, and I'm pointing. And he said, "Hey, Rook."
Okay.
I said, "What?" He said, "I like you. He said, you got balls, but I'm still gonna get 30 on your ass."
Ooh.
He got about 38, so he kind of proved his point. But I had to pay my dues. I wasn't
You can't
upset
forget the
about
triple
that
double
because
because he can
back
do it
then,
all.
So that's crazy, because I never, they didn't even show that dunk that Dominique got, but that's crazy, because they gonna remember Larry Bird dropping 38, but they ain't gonna
He was
remember
versatile.
that dunk. That's crazy.
As a rookie,
Of course they're gonna remember.
you got to pay your
He
dues.
submitted in history.
Simple as that.
It was funny, the first time that I played in my rookie year, I guarded Larry Bird, and it took me about 10 minutes to realize I should be probably guarding him instead of staring at him. And he came down, I was like,
Wait, why these coaches setting up their players, man? Why y'all put y'all rookies on Larry Bird, man? Y'all ain't today, man. Y'all better watch the film.
Time, and Mark West was the center on our team. And
I would
Larry
imagine
looked
the
at me,
coach
and then he
studying
looked
the
at Mark
film,
and
but
said, Mark, I'm going to
they
go
must
down
be doing
and
that
come
in
off
this
the
era.
screen. I'm going to catch it right there. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to shoot it in the rookie's face. And then I'm going to run down the floor. And that's exactly what he did. And I'm sitting there. That just happened.
But did he talk to you, or you weren't?
I love everything he does in basketball except his jump shot.
Through me. He never addressed me.
If it's broken,
I wasn't
fix
even there.
And did Mark West go on?
Mark was like, all right,
okay,
man.
yeah, all right.
You probably will. Good luck.
And then he did.
He did it.
Well, he did
there
that.
was nothing I could do about it.
He backed up whatever he said. If he tell you gonna hit a shot at a certain place, or if he gonna take you down to the post, turn around, hit a fadeaway J, he gonna do just that.
You gotta
Nothing
explain
can do
that,
about it.
man.
These guys came in together.
It's
In
crazy how they
81,
can still
there's
remember
Kevin,
these
there's
so
Larry, there's
vividly.
Robert, Dennis Johnson,
Like it happened
James,
yesterday.
They knew what each other could do. And what I did was said, okay, let's see what's happening out there. And you'd see Larry shooting the three-pointer, and then I'd call a timeout, and they didn't count the three-pointer.
Larry just hit what
would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
I remember that.
Won't count. It does not count.
They said that in the
Ball's gonna
mixtape.
call the timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
So he's very upset with that. So I diagrammed the play. He says, head with the play, Case.
Hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. I'm going to kick it in.
Give me the ball and tell all the rest of the guys to get out of the way. I said, shut up, Larry.
How is he doing such a thing,
I'm
though?
the coach here. Okay.
It's like he's
All
a
right.
master
Then you should take
mastering
the
the
ball
sport.
out, give it to Kevin, then you throw it to Larry, and everybody get the hell out of the way.
Celtics are down by 2
And this is when it was
points,
newer,
and
so you had to
Bird's
learn
out
it.
by
It
the
was way harder.
three-point line, and he's being
It's not all the
guarded by
rules
a
are
guy
set.
named Johnny High.
You can
He
watch
goes
back
down
film.
before the ball is thrown in, and he's standing right in front of the Phoenix bench, and he looks at all the guys on the bench and says,
Yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a 3 on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this.
and he says, watch my hand
Can you imagine versing him just to trash talk you, beat you, and then go home?
as I follow through.
And, Johnny
That's
High
gotta be a
sort of
sad fate.
smiles and laughs about it.
And I was supposed to cut off the high post and post up for a second and then go across and set a pick. Well, I came off the pick and I was wide open and I stood there waiting for the ball. I had a smaller guy to post up and Larry just waved me out of the way saying, get out of here, get out of the way.
And then he just turns around and shoots a perfect three.
As the ball's
one
in
leg.
the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, told you so. He stops running to the locker room.
As he continues on to the dressing room. Now, that's what you call arrogance.
That's crazy. That's a technical
For that
foul
time, I
now.
learned to run Larry's play, not the coach's play.
He wanted the light on him. He wanted the focus, and he wanted that ball. And if Casey would ever call somebody else's play, Larry would just say, no.
Oh, he was calling his own
I'm
plays?
shooting this ball, and he would.
I get a charge when I'm
Even
telling
as a
someone
rookie?
on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
High game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play. And about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? It's Larry. If he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked
He said it's Larry. If he wants the ball, he wants the ball. So they're trusting him.
back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him.
He's a
tells
trustworthy
Xavier,
player.
I'm getting the ball.
I said, I know, I'm going to be waiting. And he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
5 and Bird has the basketball. Look out. Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that
He came out when right about that exact spot and shot a shot right in my face. And, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, dang.
Cold, man.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. And a lot of people say, really? They thought it was Reggie or Charles. Larry Bird talked more trash on the basketball court than anybody I've ever played against. So we playing him the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over in that corner.
James
I'm
Worthy?
going to catch it, I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny
People forget about him because of how many good Los
DJ,
Angeles
late
Lakers
great
players
DJ.
they had.
You DJ coming down, right, with the ball. Oh, great DJ, that's good.
Who's that magic?
Pass it to Larry, he's in that corner. Now I got to go out and close Larry Bird out.
That's
so
Magic
as
Johnson.
I'm running out to Larry Bird.
No, Larry Bird was tough. You know how good you got to be for other NBA legends to be making a whole demonstration? Like, they are making a demonstration of how a play ran out. That is crazy. That's actually insane.
He's talking trash to me. I don't know why you running out here.
They demonstrated something happened 30 years ago. They can
He
still
said,
feel
I'm
it
gonna wait
today.
till you get one step away from me and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
Dang.
So I got one step away.
Okay, now that's one thing I noticed and I can really respect about Larry Bird trash talk, man, because a lot of players, they trash talk like after they make a basket and stuff like that. Larry Bird is trash talking during the situation. Like, he trash talk.
And he
gonna
could have
tell you what
made
he
it or
gonna do.
missed
It's
it.
really like psychological. That's crazy. Like, he'll tell you what he's gonna do.
I think he was smart though for doing that because he was trying to mess you up. Like if he's trash talking and missed it, it could have messed you up. And if he made
that's
it, it could have
crazy.
messed you up.
That's really crazy. Like, he said he told him while he was closing out, don't come out here. That's crazy.
Away. He shoots it all net. 3-pointer. Good.
Take the ball out, man crow right to the corner, caught the shot.
I didn't know he was
shot a
made for
three.
that all night.
Game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me?
And he turned to me and said, you did all that running for nothing.
And he was saying in such a calm way that you didn't think it was trash talking.
He's running just
But it's
to run
trash
back
talking.
in the seams.
You're not going to tell me you're going to go over there and shoot the ball in my face. That's trash talking. But he would tell you before the play even started.
He'd tell you where he's going.
Yeah, that's what I
When
was
he
saying.
catch it, there's nothing you could do about it. And it was great trash talking because it wasn't vulgar. I mean, he wasn't pounding his chest.
You could just be standing next to him. You know, I would jump.
He wasn't vulgar. That's what you gotta
trying to
say.
block a shot on rotation, and he say, Scott.
You jump high, but you don't jump that high. You can't get this.
So, Scott, you're a little too late. Scott, you're not getting that. Why are you even jumping? Why are you running out of it? But it was all game.
He'd say something like, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't tell me you did on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The whole game, and it was, you know, after the game and after years of thinking about it, you're like, man, that dude, why he's one of the greatest players ever played.
He was ridiculous. He came on here. Our sportscaster played the Superman theme when he was talking about him that night after the game because he did everything, points, rebounds, assists.
Why when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was playing, he looked older, but now that he's older, he looks younger.
Just steals,
it's like the opposite.
You name it. Larry has such a great mind for the game. I had a lot of respect for him as a competitor.
That competitive nature, the work ethic, because I asked a lot of questions. You know, playing with Byron Scott, I asked him a lot of questions. Eddie Jones, Magic, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, all the Laker greats, I would always sit down and just ask them questions. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? You know, Bird
He's trying to study the
why?
game.
'Cause
That's
he
what you gotta
looks slow as shit
respect.
to me. So it's like,
You want to
I'm missing
master.
something. So like, tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean?
See, and that's what I thought.
He scored the most points we've seen on film, though, 81 points.
Larry Brown, like, yo, he don't go that agile. He don't go like he as crafty as he is. But he's
How is he not fragile,
I
though?
like,
Because he's
like,
tall.
Hey, he showed me something. I'm not gonna lie, and that's crazy. I think that's really why a lot of players respect him because he never was like a dirty trash talker. Like, he kept it respectful, but it was really disrespectful because it's like he's telling y'all what he's gonna do, and he's still doing it. Y'all can't do nothing about it. That's crazy.
You know, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And, you know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. Whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody. He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah, I never forget.
They couldn't understand him, and they couldn't understand his weakness.
Driving, and I'm listening to a game. It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State. I don't really care about the game, but
this is the
New
Hall of
Mexico
Fame
State is right up the streets from El Paso, and I went to UTEP, and we're big rivalries. So I'm hoping that Indiana State will.
But what I'm hearing is nothing bad said about him.
To the radio, and I have no
So they respect
clue
him.
of the players on either team. All of a sudden, this name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the shot. Bird. I said, God damn, who is Bird? Bird. You know, here's Bird. And Bird this and Bird. Oh, did you see the pass that Bird made? I can't see it, but I'm just trying to imagine it. When the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play.
He knew his name as that game. That's crazy.
The next morning and saw Larry's picture, I said, damn. Larry, it wasn't you know, be honest with you. The young lady that said you were her favorite player, mine too. I love you too, Magic, but not as much as I like Bird.
Always.
Who had a better career out of them?
Great basketball players, and they don't never mention him to be up in that round. But Larry Bird was cold. I don't think nobody ever could.
Yeah, they ranked
get
Magic
out
Johnson
with him.
higher than
That's
Larry Bird.
Magic. That's why Magic had a run, and he was mad when he had to retire in '92 because of what he was going to be missing with Larry Bird. And then you remember Larry Bird took 2 more years, and then he quit because
I feel like he had the possibility to stop him from winning other championships. Though.
his main guy, who he wanted to play against, is gone.
I'm gonna tell this story. We're in LA, and I'm hurt.
They got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight.
So I can't play against the Celtics.
But he was
I'm
playing it
killing
right.
myself. You know, Larry's warming up. The anthem is sung and get introduced. And right before they go out on the court, Larry comes down and says, you know what?
Since you here, I'm gonna put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay?
Don't worry. I'm gonna put a show on for you.
Man, get out of my face, man. Want to hear that? You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers.
And he went out. I think he scored 38 points, about 20 rebounds, about 15.
What's his highest points?
And every shot he would shoot, he would turn to me.
Every time he hit one, he would look at me.
And I said, boy, you know, the thing about it that I love about you is that most guys talk trash and can't bag it up. But Mr. Bird, you know you can bag your trash talking up. And last but not least, I'm gonna say this because you told me one lie. You only told me one lie in your career. Only one. And you only lied to the fans and all the people in the world one time. Do you know what that lie was? You don't remember, do you? Larry Bird said that there would be another Larry Bird one day. And Larry,
That was very kind. He said it would be another one of them.
Ever be another Larry Bird.
Yeah, there won't never be no never Larry Bird, man.
He's mine, and I signed it to you.
We've seen this in the mixtape too.
The greatest basketball player ever, but more important, a friend forever.
Dang, okay.
I love you, I respect you, and I admire you.
See, I didn't know they were that much friends. I didn't even lie.
It was close.
That it?
But is all the competition and rivalry that close?
Hey, that was Larry Bird stories that prove he's the best trash talker, man. Hopefully this was the right video, because there was a lot of videos suggested. But hey, man, sheesh, Larry Bird, man, he was really something. That is crazy. I said this earlier, but I feel like the thing that made him like who he was he was really respectful with his trash talk. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't like I think that was Byron Scott that was talking. I think he was saying it wasn't vulgar. It wasn't like he wasn't in everybody's face. He was just playing basketball, hooping. Wasn't no foul baiting, nothing. Just for the love of the game, man. Don't see that no more, man. What happened to the game I love, man?
Larry Bird. Stories that prove he's the best trash talker. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment down below. More NBA video suggestions.